What's going on, guys? Before I start this video, I wanted to go ahead and thank you guys first of all for your continued viewership. I know I haven't been posting videos in a while, but I figured I'd take about a month and a half off to work on that thing back there, which is about, I would say, 90% complete at this point. There's still a couple things that I need to do to it, but if I wouldn't have taken time off from making videos and editing them, I think I would have never finished, at least not this summer. But thank you again. I just wanted to go ahead and thank you guys before we start the next video. And I may do an update video on that. I know a lot of you have asked me on update for it, but I'm gonna go, I may or may not do it. I just might give you like a walk around of what's been done to it and how far it's come. But you'll be seeing pictures on Instagram coming up a little more often. Instagrams of mine and everybody else is up here somewhere. But thanks again, guys. Like and subscribe if you like videos like this. And now on to the video. What's going on, guys? What do we have for you today? Well, today we're track prepping Sergios B13 quite a bit. You may have seen the car, remember the car from the injector swap install. Since then, we've decided that we might track this month or maybe next month, but we want to have the car ready already. We had a couple parts that Mr. AJ, say hi AJ. Instagram's up here. And Mr. Sergio, say hi Sergio, back there somewhere.
What's up?
Well, we had some parts that we wanted to go ahead and install on this car before we went back to the track, just because we wanted to pick up a couple more seconds in Sergio's lap time. I know for sure if I did a 131.5 or whatever it was at Streets of Willow, I know this car has it because he pretty much has all the exact same mods and suspension mods as I do. This time he'll be going back with a fresh set of Nitto NT01s, which he didn't have last time, and he promised to actually drive hard and not put it in cruise control and feather it the whole way through a lap. But to do so, he said, I won't do it if my transmission doesn't have a solid LSD in it. So what I went ahead and did was said, hey Sergio, guess what? I have a transmission you can use. So what this is right here is a cleaned up, I had this transmission, it's a B14 LSD transmission, but not just a regular LSD, it has a Quaife LSD in it. So we're gonna be getting maximum grips and not for drift. So we're gonna do as much as we can to try to get as many seconds off of Sergio's last lap time, and I think this is what's gonna put it over the edge and closer to 130, if not sub 130 at Streets of Willow. I know it's not the biggest achievement, but at the moment only Hondas really go sub 130 at Streets of Willow and front wheel drive, right?
Yep. Front wheel drive, yes.
Front wheel drive, yes.
Rear wheel drive, no.
Rear wheel drive, there's plenty of other cars that beat that, but pretty much all the sub 130 front wheel drive cars are Hondas right now. So again, this car, SR20VE, header, exhaust, 3-inch. You done? You done? You done, AJ? Oh. I'm gonna face swap you guys at this moment right now during this video. So we're gonna go ahead and start tearing it apart. I'm not gonna go ahead and go through all the exacts on how to take transmission off. Pretty much the way it comes out is the same way it goes back in. But while we're in there, we're gonna put a new throwout bearing because Sergio's old throwout bearing is making a little bit of noise. We have new OEM clips as well. Stop reusing your old clips. They're cheap enough for you to be able to go ahead and buy new ones. And usually I keep parts in stock. Here's some front main seals, but Sergio said I don't have a throwout bearing. We're gonna use new OEM axle seals. Where's the throwout bearing? Oh, here's the chingus over here. Again, OEM throwout bearing, OEM clips. Oh yeah, and OEM roll pins. Andreas, you know you love me talking about those.
Don't reuse them.
Right.
We don't want to do this twice.
So
for a $3 part.
For a $3, actually it was less than that. I think they're like 98 cents a piece.
Bruh.
You done?
We done now.
Man, this is gonna be Uncle Grandpa all over this thing. So, roll pins. One thing I will tell you guys is AJ likes to play with his wrench in private, and so roll pins, you want to go ahead and replace them if your removing the shift fork out. This one I had removed because I wasn't going to keep this tranny. I was just going to take the LSD out of it at some point, and then I really didn't care about the transmission and the gears. But you know what, I'll just let Sergio destroy it on track as long as my LSD is cool, or else he breaks it. He bots it.
Bots it?
He bots it. So we're gonna put that back in, and again, it will need new roll pins. So again, the story with roll pins is, I'm gonna give you a Mikoism. The story with roll pins is, if you take them all out in one piece without taking out the locking pin, you're able to reuse them. Just go ahead and reuse them. Technically you shouldn't, but you can, as long as you do not remove the center, the inner locking ring from the outer one. What can happen is when you try to go ahead and reinstall them, you can jam them up, and then they'll crack inside the actual rod for the shift fork, which can cause trouble later down the road. So again, if you're going to replace them, just buy new ones, that's fine. If you're going to reuse them, do not remove the inner locking ring from the outer. That's just something me and Andreas were talking about, and definitely came to that conclusion. So you want to go ahead and keep that in mind. So in the meantime, I'll let these guys get to work, and I'll get to work on the P11, which you should have seen in the episode before this one. But yeah, they'll get to work. So the guys have been working on this while I was working on that, and they're pretty much ready to get the transmission down. But as you Sentra B13 NX people know, I don't want to exclude anybody, from time to time you will lose something in the valley of death. The black hole, which is the space in the cross member of a B13. You'll all of a sudden just find that missing 10 millimeter socket. You'll find the rock. You'll find your fist in your mouth for playing with that wrench while I'm recording. But you do find stuff. What did you find, Sergio, in your cross member?
Like about a pound of rocks.
You found some rocks?
Legal rocks.
Crack rocks?
All right, Ty.
I'm gonna tell you something about me, Joe Rogan, that you might not know. I smoke rocks. God damn.
So this is probably from one of the off-road excursions.
That's when you went 4x4ing, dude.
Yep.
That's what it was.
And it wasn't a Tisa Sunny B13.
Damn, look at that sexy mount. I like the patina. So, AJ, take the tranny down. What the fuck are you waiting for? You said you were gonna have it down in like 15 minutes. I got a crank pulley down. It's still in here.
He said he's
I've been working by myself.
He said he's tired?
He said he upped his bench weight from 25s to 45s, and he's ready.
I upgraded my weights from rotors to transmissions.
I'm gonna get him those arms that SpongeBob put on that one time when he blew them up. Yeah.
I'm a jerk!
That's what I'm gonna guess.
Wait. Put your arm out.
We're gonna give him arm weight so he can. He hasn't leveled up to that. So what? You want me to just bench it out of here?
That or use a jack?
We
still gotta. The bolts are loose. We gotta support the motor. Take the bolts out the rest of the way out.
Support the motor for
one
what?
now.
But
Oh,
everything.
it's because you took the cross member out.
Yeah.
What did you take
Cross
the cross
member's
member
out.
out for?
I told you that.
No.
On a P11, you do.
No,
I
you
assume
don't.
I do. I did. I don't own one of these
So
anymore.
guys, Roro.
Just to make it easier.
You know what? I appreciate you guys' hard work.
We gotta bolt check everything.
Yeah, you know what? We gotta track
Might
these.
as well.
We gotta make sure everything's alright. Alright, we'll put the cross member back in. We'll take the transmission down, and then
Loser of this track day at the end of the month
This guy.
buys the next round of tacos.
Really, this guy.
That guy right there.
So
Oi,
You guys
oi.
heard it.
the taxi
You guys heard it.
versus
And
the wannabe.
Mexi
Shake
taxi?
on it.
Closest to 130 wins?
Fastest lap time wins.
Oh,
Loser
okay.
buys
Well, that's
tacos.
pretty much the same thing I just said, but just in different terms. Okay.
Gets the wannabe hiding back there.
Where?
Back
I
there.
don't see it.
I
In the
can't-
tarp?
No, behind the tarp.
The yonke behind the yonke?
See.
Oh, okay.
Versus the taxi.
We'll see. We'll see. Where's your Uber sticker, Sergio? Bust it out. So we'll take the tranny down, and then we're gonna go ahead and just check his clutch just to make sure it's in good shape. It's been in there for what, 7 years, 6
Yeah,
years,
7
something
years.
like that. So it's
7
about
years
time.
and 2 track days.
7 years ever since the swap was done on my black P13 that's underneath the tarp.
Oh yeah, and then that went in here. Yeah, it's been a while. I remember putting this thing in. So we'll take it out. We'll take the pressure plate off. We'll inspect the disc, and we'll hope that the disc is good. And then if it's good, we'll send it, and then we'll send it right up AJ's E36. All right. So since the guys took the crossmember off.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
I did it on the P11.
All right, since they decided to, but you know what? Again, bolt check. We found out one of the holes in his crossmember was stripped.
I don't know if you can focus on that at all.
Yeah, it looks pretty round.
But his neighbor has this type of die set.
Ah, but why are you letting your neighbors? You only let the neighbors borrow sugar, not tools, and even then. Anyway, so luckily they have this support beam that we have. Well, they've used before on working on a ridge line. And I think you used it on your E36 too.
Not
right?
yet, but it's mine for the E36 when it comes time to do the clutch.
Oh, I mean, damn. I mean, it's mine. It's mine. It's mine. Watch out where he puts his hands. Wherever he puts his hands, it's his.
He puts them like this.
Double cups. He cups bolts. And grabs nuts. Anyway. So yeah, they put the crossbeam on it to support the motor. We're just gonna go ahead and put the jack under the transmission just to remove the last motor mount on the driver's side, and we'll just slide it out. And you guys have done this all before, I'm sure. And if you haven't, you've paid somebody to do it, and this is how they do it. So you can do it yourself. It's cheap. It's easy. You can tell that. Tell them what's going on today. I can't see.
The rear main's leaking.
So definitely always good to what, AJ?
Replace your rear main every time you drop your trans unless you literally just replaced it.
Because you don't really drop the trans unless you gotta swap the what?
Rear main.
There you go. That's good enough. I'm okay
Or
with
clutch.
that. Or the
Or
clutch.
flywheel.
Anytime
Anything in here,
there.
unless you literally just replaced it, replace it. Cheap.
Ooh,
Breezy
that's
maintenance.
a 7-year-old rear main.
You can see it starting to leak. It's seeped through. I wiped up a little bit.
Luckily for us, we keep this kind of shit in stock,
You see,
so we never have to worry about having to order it.
no overnight
Parts from Japan. For a minute fee?
No slow boat shipping.
Shout outs to Greg. Greasy, grubby hands all over the camera. All right, so another learning moment. I told you guys a while back about something not to forget to put in when you're putting the flywheel on, huh, EJ? Remember about that?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Remember that, buddy?
I don't know what the hell you're talking
You
about.
remember? Because
I don't know what the hell
I
you're
see a
talking about.
flywheel on there.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
And I see this right here. What do
We're
you call
actually
this?
taking the flywheel off
a
for the first
shim?
time.
A shim?
A shim?
A shim?
A shim?
Because it's not a flex plate.
It's not a flex plate. It's not an automatic. It's a shim. But doesn't this go before the flywheel goes on?
I believe so.
I mean, I think it goes before.
I don't see the circular shape to go over the flywheel.
I mean, do we even need this? Can we just slip it over? Here you go, AJ. I think you might need that.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome. Learning moment of the day.
Damn, I wouldn't have remembered either. He pointed it out to me. I'm like, oh shit.
I was just watching
I'm
it
like, I'm
happen.
just gonna stay quiet.
I was watching it happen the whole time. I just wanted to see how far it went, and I was like, I don't want to see him put all of them on, and then have to take it all off.
Don't drop it.
Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, so as you can see, it's getting dark, but not really, only because of time change, but it is kind of late. So what Sergio and AJ have accomplished today is absolutely freaking nothing. But well, mainly that guy.
everything.
Mainly that guy right there.
I supervise.
I accomplished everything.
He supervises the supervision of his own supervision. Well, Rob showed up. Hey, say hi, Rob.
He's our Google.
He's our Google expert.
He does our Google searches.
Yep.
Hey Google. Rob, tell him who's the fourth Beatles member.
George Harrison.
Yeah,
If
Google,
you wanna know.
because Google told us. See, Google works. All right, so we got the tranny in. Sergio's gonna make noise with that impact while I go ahead and talk. So, so tranny's in. We did go ahead and replace the rear main seal. It was seeping a little bit. And then, yeah, we found out that his distributor was leaking too from the inside of it. So there's no distributor, so we can't run the car. But it's okay. Distributor's already on the way. I already purchased one. Another OEM one. We'll see how long that one lasts. So we're gonna be good. So it looks like we might be able to make that track day because AJ is gonna track, huh, AJ? Ah, see, there you go. And then Robert's gonna track.
Oh, I
Also.
only track if Robert tracks.
Ooh, you gotta get your helmet.
Need to buy a helmet then.
Uh-oh.
Oh, roll.
Uh-oh. I'll be pit crew because I don't have a car.
Roll. Beef footage to Shady saying roll.
JD.
Oh, Shady's not even here. But that's as far as we're gotten, and that's as far as we're gonna get until we get that distributor for the car and get it running. But we're about
People
2
wanna
weekends away. But we gotta get something to eat. I'm hangry. My allergies are kicking my butt.
Tacos.
And it's time for some tacos with some handmade tortillas, huh?
Sí.
So,
With some piña for la niña.
piña para la niña? Agua de piña? So that's what we're gonna do. So on that note, we got something done, but I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on with Sergio's B13, NX, Taxi, Uber. What else is a B13? Where's
Shitbox.
Crapbox?
Beatbox.
Beatbox?
Beat. You gotta beat.
Beefbox?
It's my in a box.
See.
Oh, okay. That's a little weird, but okay. So follow us on Instagram, Ajax1989 SR
_PWR _trip.
Black Rob Mandingo World.
SCR96 V-Spec.
Okay, and then I'll put it up here. You guys will see it. But
Down in the description.
and then you can follow me if you want. I mean, I'm Claritin. I'll just act Claritin everything today. So hopefully I'll get like a free sample of Claritin. Oh, spacers.
Someone has leaking out spacers today.
Uh-oh! Somebody left a shim out and a spacer, putting the wheel
Somebody
back.
still needs to take their wheels off. The otter fits in, so what does it
He must
matter?
be hangry. Hey, get the kids some string cheese and a juice box.
Great.
ASAP. Some
Hey,
sliced.
get another string cheese.
Get them some sliced oranges. Some orange wedges. Bye bye. And bye to you guys. Like and subscribe if you like videos like this and like watching AJ eat string cheese. There it is. Goodbye, AJ.